Hey y'all, we are live. How y'all doing? It is July the 2nd and it is 5:11 in the morning. So far, second day of my walking and my morning routine is working out wonderfully. I did hit my alarm clock at 3 and said I need a little more time. Got me 10 more minutes. And then I hit the alarm clock again. Got me 10 more minutes. But I did get up around 3:34ish. And it's so funny because my mama called me last night and I was in the C curl. Okay. Yeah. I was in the C curl at 7:30 p.m. The C curl, you ask, is when you turn to the side, curled up, ball up. I was turned to the side, ball up, because I knew I had my alarm clock set for 3. So that's why I'm looking at my Wi-Fi, making sure I got a good signal. But that's why I was balled up at 7:30 because I knew I had a time that I had to get up early in the morning. So I have already done 1.34 miles today. So I've already got my morning walk in, and somebody just came after me at work. See, I was number 1. Now I'm number 2. They just came in 30 minutes ago and did a couple of miles. But yesterday I ended up being in 5th place. Yeah, I ended up being in 5th place. The top number of steps someone got at work was 40,000 steps. So I say, why are you even doing the challenge? The challenge is 10,000 steps a day. We struggling trying to get 10. This person then did 40,000 steps. Then somebody did 15,000, 13,000, 12, and then I did 11. And I used to, the last time I did this challenge, I was teetering between 11 and 14,000 steps a day. Never 40, baby. That would be for a whole week. That would be for a week. So I got my walk in, I've showered, I've brushed my teeth. I actually got on my dog walking clothes. Yeah, I have separate clothes for certain things. Like I have dog walking shoes, shoes, I specifically bought some Uggs that I was going to use for dog walking. And I've used them for the past 2 years to walk the dog. They're camouflage. So I got dog walking shoes, and I'm about to make this outfit my sole dog walking outfit, because when I come in from walking the dog, I'm going to take this off and put on some work clothes. Or I may not. So I walked a little bit extra this morning because yesterday I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Like I have to go outside twice a day and walk my dog. So that's 2 times where I can get close to a mile in every day. I do that anyway. I have to go outside. Yesterday I went outside 4 times and I thought that was a little bit excessive. But I'm going to tell you what, maybe it helped me sort of figure out a better way to do this. But so my dog is sleeping now. Of course, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I usually take him out before I clock in for work, around 7:30ish. So I usually take him out at 7. It's another dog around the corner that walks outside. So I try to avoid that dog. And I've been taking my dog out at 6:30. So it's nice and quiet. Nobody else is outside. So I just take him to do his bathroom walk, which is really a quick little walk. But what I did was yesterday, I increased the bathroom walk to 2 good blocks and back. So once I go down, I essentially walk down to the Walgreens and come back. That's like 0.7 of a mile. It's close to a mile down and back. So yesterday, I walked on my treadmill. I took my dog for his morning walk. I went for a lunch break walk, and I took my dog for his evening walk. That was 4 walks yesterday, 3 times outside. And I'm trying to reduce the outside walks because lunch and afternoon was pretty hot. So my daughter said, when you walk in the morning, just do a little extra steps in the morning because I definitely got to get my 10,000. So that's what I did this morning. I did a few extra steps this morning, and I'm definitely getting ready to take my dog outside when we finish to do his morning walk. So that'll give me close to a mile. And I definitely got to go to do the afternoon walk. And I think yesterday, in order for me to get my 10,000 steps, if I'm not mistaken, it comes to almost 4 miles. It comes to almost 4 miles. Let me look and see. So see, I hadn't been walking, but you see that line jumped up. That was yesterday. So I really hadn't been walking since you could look at the month. I really hadn't been walking like that till since I got into my second business. I stopped walking when I got into my second business. Whew. So I've done that. I've cleaned my face. So I'm hoping today, by me spending a little extra time, I have a walking pad right here. And I think I did a live one time walking on the walking pad. So I don't have to get up and go to the gym like I used to. But I know when I did go to the gym, I got that walk in. I got that walk in. I used to get 5,000 steps before anybody started. And I feel good about that because I'm not gonna be able to get no 40,000, but I can get mine in early. That's what I can do. I can get it in early. Okay. So it's a short work week. So I'm not doing a whole lot of makeup, but I am doing my skincare. And y'all was talking about coffee. I was on the live yesterday with my girls while, I was doing something else and I don't listen to live. But they was talking about coffee. And yeah, I got the little percolating machine because I remember my grandmother used to make coffee and it made the house smell so good. Like it's so inviting. Like if you have a housewarming or you trying to show your house, just put on a pot of coffee. It's like everybody loves the smell of coffee. So I got to thinking one day, I was like, let me just go back to the old-fashioned percolating coffee machines. And so I did. I got me a Mr. Coffee. And I'm trying to look for something. I got me a Mr. Coffee. And my daughter works night shift, so she likes to have some coffee. And y'all know that she has a medical condition. So normally we buy organic coffee just so she gets, the best type of coffee. And we've been getting our coffee from Sprouts. Well, recently we needed to re-up on some water, some bulk items. Like we haven't been feeling like doing dishes, so we needed some paper plates and forks. And we decided to go to BJ's. So while we was in BJ's, of course, I ordered I didn't got in the habit, honey. Let me tell you something. I have gotten in the habit of, I don't walk through a whole lot of stores. I will download the app, order what I need, and pick up at the door. Sure do. Sure do. So I got on the BJ's app and I ordered everything. I ordered like my water. I noticed things I get from BJ's: water, paper towels, forks and spoons, cups. And I said, let me see what kind of coffee they got because we was running low on coffee anyway. So they had, I saw they had this big thing of Dunkin'. See, it's 45 ounces, medium roast. Okay. So I decided to try this in my coffee maker. But normally from Sprouts, we get their Guatemalan coffee. Here you go. I wanted to show y'all. That's why I was looking for it. Normally, oh, well, it's the breakfast blend. But sometimes from Sprouts, we get the breakfast blend or we get the Guatemalan coffee. And we get it because it's organic. I don't even see it in my shop cart. One thing about when you download the app and you go shopping at these stores, you can always go back through what you've purchased to order again. That's one thing I like. Here go the Guatemalan, but these are the organic coffee. But this one is not. So I slipped this one in on her because I just wanted to try. Dunkin'. Everybody was saying they was drinking Dunkin' coffee, so I wanted to see what was the hype about Dunkin' coffee. So once I make a pot of coffee, I let it sit for a while, and then I just put it in one of these containers because she work at night. So you can either heat it up and make it warm again, or you can do like I did right here, and I made iced coffee. I put a little too much cream in it. I also put some cinnamon. There's some cinnamon in my coffee, but that's what I'm drinking. And that's how I do my coffee. Now, I'm gonna have to make some more because she might. Let me tell you something. When I'm making fresh coffee, this girl always takes the pot from under the coffee thing and pours her a cup. Now, I have filled this canister up to 12 cups of coffee. So I'm expecting to see the coffee get up to 12. It just get to 8 every time. 8 every time. And she swear for God, she did not go in there and drink none of that damn coffee. Yeah, swear for God. So yeah, I got some coffee right here. I got my water right here. But I have been getting my routines together. My morning routine. I am fasting. This is the second day of me fasting from 6 to 6. So I won't be having anything till 6 p.m. And I said I was going to eat me some yogurt before time, but I really don't even feel like it. I really don't feel like it, honey. So oh, I'm going to do some good skincare. And I want to figure out how to clean the lash extensions. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Maybe I need to look at a video or something. I'm not sure. I did find some little brow brushes. There you go. From when I was in Forever 21. So I got a brow brush right here. But what do you put on the brush? Do you put like makeup remover on the brush? Like, are people really cleaning these with soap and water? Like, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. So, okay, let's talk about me. Okay, y'all know I'm a landlord, and it's first of the month. First of the month. Now, I take pride in. What is it? Oh yeah, I got my new card from AAA. It's a card from AAA. I wasn't planning on renewing it, but they snuck in my bank account and I renewed it. And I'm actually glad I did. So I need to actually put this in my wallet. But anyway, it's the first of the month. I had to pay my rent. Y'all know she my landlord. I'm staying at my daughter's house. I had to pay my rent. I paid mine on the 30th. I don't wait till the 1st. Sometimes I pay mine on 25th. Anyway, I wake up this morning to a text. I wake up this morning to a text. What's today? Today the 2nd. Oh, I can't look at it on the business phone. But it says something like this. Sorry to be bothering you so late in the evening, but I wasn't able to use the website to pay the rent. Can I send it to you by Zelle? And I'm infuriated because first off, it's 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. You know, ain't no business you could be texting at 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. And we do have a business phone. It's over there. So the second reason why I'm infuriated is because myself and my partner have purchased a software program that cost us damn near 700 some odd dollars to automate the whole rental process. It sends out when it's time for you to renew your lease, it sends out the documentation. It's a portal for you to pay. If there's any way you need to report any type of issues with the home, you can just do it on the software program. It's everything. It's automated. You know how people hire companies to deal with everything with their rental homes? Well, this is a website that does everything for us for that. And we do notifications. So first you didn't text me in the middle of the night, and now you playing with my top because this is like your 3rd month paying rent, and you've basically had 2 tries at using this portal. Now, when we stayed in the high rise, we had portals too. And that's why I wanted to get one, because everything is automatic. Like when it's time for you to renew, they send you your lease online. You sign with your fingers, check a few boxes, and you've renewed your lease. There's not a lot of paperwork that you have to deal with. Everything is automated and is on time. Like where I used to live, if your lease was up in June, 2 months before June, you would get your notification in the portal. It's time for you to review your documents. And that's when you would review your lease to see if you wanted to renew it. So I was excited to have something just like that, especially somewhere where my tenants can report issues 24 hours a day. And we'll get a notification that, hey, there's a plumbing issue over here. I can assign somebody to it. I can look up a company. I can call my insurance and set that up. Like everything is automated. I love that. But they're not using it. Now, you've been renting with me for 3 months. I got the system and everything implemented after your first month. I need for you to use this system. So I just told my business partner, we're going to have to charge them if they're using anything outside of the system. And I'm going to tell you why. First off, the system cost me over $700. It was $5 for the basic system and two plus something to add on the portal for them to be able to pay online. Second is because if you're sending me money through Zelle, PayPal, all them types of things, I could end up having to pay taxes on that money. I need for the business money to be separate from my money. And I know when people don't want to do something, they always want to blame the computer. They always want to blame the computer. So I asked my partner, can you go online and pay $1 on their rent to make sure this system works? Or maybe we're going to have customer service and they can walk us through how we can just pay $1 to make sure the system is working. Because I haven't even seen the system. I've seen it, but I don't know the steps that they have to take in order to pay it. I know it from a setup side. I don't know it from a customer side. But I do not want to take no more Zelle payments. I need for you to use the system that we have invested in. And if you're not going to use the system, you're going to pay to not use it. So we're going to have to tack on an extra $40, $30, $40 for a processing fee. Because basically when you go online, you're doing your processing for us. But if you're going to send me a Zelle, then I got to send it to another account and then send it to another account. And then I could get taxed on that money when it's tax time come. Like, it's a lot of issues. Like, I want to keep business money on with the business. So yeah, we got an issue we got to deal with today. We got an issue. I do have Sears coming out to the rental property to check the air conditioning unit, which is a rather large air conditioning unit in the back of the house. It seemed like it was working fine every time I was there, but I got a report about 2 weeks ago that it's not getting as cold in some of the upper floors. And you know, on the East Coast, we've been going through a heat wave. So it was in the 90s to 100s a few days ago. But ironically, this week it's been nice. I've been going outside. It's 65 degrees in the morning. So I did go out and purchase a portable air conditioning unit that was not cheap. Let me show you. Because I knew, like, it's the 4th of July holiday. If they're really hot where they are, and what if they have company over? I want to make sure that, you know, everybody's comfortable. So I did purchase last week, the 25th, a portable air conditioning unit, remote control. Look, 1,000 of them was bought in the past month. It's sitting downstairs at the door because they haven't told me when I can come over. They haven't told me when I can come over to bring it. So maybe because the weather has changed, it's not a real issue anymore. I'm not sure. But we do have an appointment with Sears on the 6th. So I might end up just returning that back to Amazon. But yeah, we still trying to iron out the the kinks. I think the biggest thing is trying to get them comfortable with using the online payment system. I'm so glad I have a homeowner's warranty so that things like the air conditioner, the heat, the refrigerator, the plumbing, all of that is covered in my homeowner's warranty. Whenever I have an issue, I just reach out to my warranty company and they come out. And normally they've been pretty fast. Like, they usually come in 2 or 3 days. But I guess air conditioner, because it's been so hot on the East Coast, has been like a hot topic. I wasn't able to get them to come out as quick. And I did call them. as soon as possible. Oh yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm live. So let's get into our stories. I'm gonna have to timestamp. That's enough about me. Even though it's the holidays coming up, I'll still be working on some issues in my area, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing because we have that one property. Then eventually, this property will be property number two that we convert over into a rental. And I am excited. Like, you do get frustrated sometimes, but when you look at the why do I see a fly? And old school, I'm gonna pick up anything and try to hit this fly. Fall on my mirror. Get out of here. Mm. Anyway, y'all, look at this right here. Well, I'll just tell you a little bit what I know about the story. And then, I can do the article as we go up. So there's a hospital in Texas. Yep, there you go right there. And a group of surgeons, and see, this is on .gov, okay? This is on .gov website. There is a hospital who had to pay out a $15 million settlement because there was a group of surgeons who was double booking themselves for surgery. All this is alleged, even though you see it. Here go this fly again on my light. Okay. I hope I got him that time. Just tag him just a little bit. But there was a hospital that paid out a $15 million settlement because they had a group of surgeons who double booked themselves for surgery cases. When they got in the surgery room, they actually didn't perform the surgery. They let other people perform. Like, I don't know if it was residents, I don't know if it was just starting out doctors, but they let them perform the surgery and they moved to another case. So we talk about the Baylor Luke's Medical Center. They just had to pay out $15 million because they booking like they taking out your liver, or they fixing your heart. And when they put you down, somebody else doing it. Okay. And let me tell you how they got caught. The person doing the scheduling, the whistleblower, let the government know what was going on. And they got $3 million. Yeah, they got a $3 million settlement. So let's go up here and look at some of the hot takes. So the hospital agreed to pay $15 million to resolve claims that they billed for concurrent heart surgeries in violation of Medicare teaching physician and informed consent regulations. So they said they working on your heart. They done said, how you doing this morning? Yes, we're gonna give you this anesthesia. I'm so happy to have you here. You're gonna be all right. They done put you to sleep and said, hooty hoo, Dr. John, can you take over for me? And they done booked on to another room, booked on to another facility, and started another surgery. Let's look at these people right here. What's their names? What's their name? Dr. Joseph Conselli, 71. Dr. Joseph Lamas. Look at this. I don't want to mess up these names. Cardiothoracic surgeon. And if I'm not mistaken, when I heard the news story about this, They said the doctors was already making $2 million a year. Your base salary $2 million a year. They was already making $2 million a year. The investigation began in 2019, and the whistleblower made a complaint. The whistleblower alleged that Kinsella and Lamas and Ott, 3 heart surgeons who performed at St. Luke's, engaged in a regular practice of running 2 operating rooms at once and delegating key aspects of extreme, complicated, risky heart surgeries to unqualified medical residents. So it was the residents. Y'all, these doctors were supposed to be doing heart surgery. They done put you to sleep and called in the residents to do the surgery. Now, we know in teaching hospitals, residents do some stuff, but I'm sure you're not supposed to lead them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's look right here. The heart surgeries at issue are some of the most complicated operations performed at any hospital, including coronary bypass grafts, valve repairs, and aortic repair procedures. These surgeries typically involve opening a patient's chest, placing the patient on the bypass machine for some portion of time. So that's like all of their blood and everything going through a machine, then coming back while they operate on them, I think. Medicare regulations dictate that when teaching physicians can leave the operating room for any operation. Wait a minute. Medicare regulations dictate when teaching physicians can leave the operating room for any reason, no matter how complex. Say can, or did they mean can't? Anyway, the settlement resolves allegations from 2013 to 2020, 7 years. Okay, if you 60-something and 70-something-year-old doctor, what do you need this much money for? You already making $2 million. For 7 years, these 3 doctors, Alt, Kinsella, I don't know if I'm saying it right, and Lamalus, violated these rules in various respects. The surgeons often ran 2 operating rooms at once and failed to attend the surgery timeout, a critical moment where the entire team would pause and identify key risks to prevent surgical errors according to allegations. So I guess they have a particular time, like during the surgery procedure, where they would just pause. They probably count the instruments, they count the tools, they count the sutures, they count the medications. They just take a pause and make sure everything is okay. Okay. Additionally, surgeons would allegedly enter a second or occasionally a third operation without designating a backup surgeon. At times, the surgeons allegedly hid these activities by falsely attesting on medical records. They were physically present for the entire operation. Oh, so they was falsely stating that they were physically present on the medical record. In addition, medical staff did not inform patients the surgeon would be leaving the room to perform another operation. Now, y'all, this is not me. I'm reading off the .gov website. Patients entrusted these surgeons with their lives, submitting to operations where one miscut is the difference between life or death. Allegedly, the patients were unaware their doctors was leaving for another operating room. This settlement reaffirms the importance of Medicare requirements governing surgeon presence and ensuring that a physician, no matter how prominent or successful, can't skirt around the rules. This is crazy. At any time any one of us goes under the knife as a vulnerable patient, we implicitly entrust the surgeon and the medical professionals to have our best interests at heart. So is that the hospital giving a statement? That's the FBI special agent. The 15 million recovery is the largest settlement to date involving concurrent surgeries. The False Claims Act entitles the private whistleblower who commits the suit to a portion of recovery. In this case, the whistleblower will receive $3,075,000. I wonder if they're going to keep working. I wonder if they will keep working. So look, y'all, we got to be careful out here. We got to be careful out here. Because it's always some mess going on. Let's look at this Florida. We're going to go down to Florida. We're going to go down to Florida for our next story. And I actually got word of this on Instagram. So I just pulled up so I could get a little article on it. So this man and his son, it's not funny, but this man and his son purchased some land online. And I really need to talk about this because there is a website I've been looking at where I wanted to purchase land, and I haven't done it yet. So I really needed to see this story right here because they got some get you gotchas out there. They got some get you gotchas out there. So this is the man. Oh, let me make myself big so you can see it. Let me stop sharing for a minute. Oh, there we go. This is the man and his son. Okay.
Back on the new piece of
Now let's listen to
Florida. And we mean piece of land. Kerville Holness and his son Kerville Jr. thought they got the deal of a lifetime, paying $9,100 in an online auction for a home valued at $177,000. They didn't buy this 3-foot wide patch of green. They bought this, a strip less than an inch in width. It runs right through the house all the way to the back. They feel duped because they say the real estate auction showed the villa, not the strip of land. The county claims the father and son didn't read the fine print carefully. They say it clearly shows the land value being $50 with a building value of 0. This is from the county, right? Mm-hmm. All right. They're trying to say that this red strip right here is what was shown. Wasn't sure. You should have known. Wasn't sure. This could happen to anybody. It really could have. His father and son are kicking back on the new piece of land they just bought in South Florida. And we mean piece of land.
Look how they sitting on it.
And his son Kerville Jr. thought they got the deal of a lifetime.
They sitting back on that little piece of land. Baby, if I ain't hollered, this done really got me right here. This has really got me right because I got to make sure if I decide to do anything like this, I got to read. So man says he thought he bought a Florida villa at a government auction. It turned out to be a foot wide piece of land. So he bought this much land going down somebody's driveway and through their house. A man who snagged a $177,000 villa for $9,000 now believes he was scammed by Florida County that put the property up for auction for unpaid property taxes. So when people talk about you can buy these houses for the taxes, for the unpaid property taxes, y'all be careful. Speaking to myself, y'all be careful. The villa, so they had pictures of the home. He thought he was purchasing the whole home, but it was just a little strip of land. The villa turns out to be a 1 foot by 100-foot strip of land that separates two villas and is worth $50. Broward County sold the parcel to Kerrville Homeless at an online auction, Delinquent Properties, in March. The land, which holds two mailboxes, starts at the curb under the wall separating the garages to adjoining villas and then extends out to the back. If I'm vindictive enough, I can cut right through the garage wall and the home to get to my airspace. But what use would that be to me? Wow. That's crazy. Let me see right here. That's crazy. Maybe y'all can see it better on here. Child, we got to be more careful. We got to be more careful. Here you go. Dang. So it's not even this whole strip right here. It's not that. It's 1 foot of this. Y'all see? It's not even all this green. It's only 1 foot down the middle of this green through the garage. But why would somebody sell that? Why would the government? So does that mean this person owes taxes? So the government said we're going to take 1 foot of your home to pay for the taxes? Like, why would the government sell something like that? Like, just like he said, if he wanted to be petty, he could cut through their garage to get to his 1 foot of land. So why? I don't understand how this thing is making sense right here. It says his property goes from the street through the middle of this, through the middle of this, through the middle of the home, all the way to the back. It's 1 foot by 100 foot. So he can't use the part that's in their house. If anybody know, let me know in the comments below, because this is beyond me trying to figure this out right here. Oh, Lord, I didn't put my cream on today. So today is Tuesday. I got one more day in my week, and that's a wrap. Why can't every week be like this? Why can't every week be a short week? I think I am a Monday to Wednesday girl. I need Thursday and Friday to recover. Oh, I needed to recover. There we go. Put some cream on my eyes because it's time for me to go out here and walk this dog. It is light outside now. It is almost 6 o'clock. It's actually 5:55. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all on my next live. I really appreciate you watching the replays. Peace, riches, be safe.